Once Upon a Time. This is Season 5, Episode 18. Its title is Ruby Slippers. Let's do it.
Any explanation for what you're doing here?
You're gonna keep asking that question. They're still gonna say, I don't know. Oz, some time ago. No definite timeline.
Ruby, it's okay. We'll find your pack.
Why is your pack in Oz? And they can just, like, run to Oz? It's that close by? It's a little dog.
Toto only barks for one reason, when he has sniffed out a witch. Who is it?
You retrained Toto to only witch bark?
Toto! Why did you do that? Toto!
What did she do? She reached at your dog slightly? So, how did Dorothy get so hardcore?
Let's just say a werewolf crash landed here.
For some reason.
It must have been quite, wicked for her to chase you all the way down here.
And how she did it, no one knows.
I'll give you everything you want.
If everything you want is a dead flower.
I need to make this right on my own. I leave it up to you. You just make me do something else I regret.
He didn't make you do crap, girl.
Neil hasn't heard voices in days, and I'm getting a little...
Yeah, me too. I'll call for the both of us.
Thank you.
Can you please go haunt our child? Oh no, you can't whisper creepy things in your child's ear from the underworld. How would that help a baby sleep?
What did you do to Dorothy?
Probably nothing good because she's the Wicked Witch.
Maybe you'll think again when you see who I found sniffing through this rubble.
I stole your dog.
You'll not for the slippers. You've got until sundown tomorrow to decide which you prefer.
Why even give her till sundown? Just say, give them to me now. Here, I have a mirror that'll show you what happened. Oh.
Killed her?
Did you kill her or just make her sleepy?
I'm afraid sometimes you're just too clever.
I have that problem too, girl. I know.
She doesn't have anyone. Not for long. Please. Can at least get you back to us.
Why did you put the shoes in your bag just to walk out on the porch? You could have just carried them and not got your bag dirty.
And the only person that she has ever loved was her deceased Aunt Anne. She may still be here. All we have to do is find her.
And just bring a dead person back.
I just need one more ingredient to give it its kick. Poppies. I know exactly where.
Or just roofies.
I'm with you.
You got hit in the face with a tree.
I told my family what happened. What, they didn't believe you? They tried to have me committed.
Well, you would sound really crazy. Ruby, your extensions look weird.
She gave me Toto. He's all you have left of her. He's the only one who understands me.
He's a dog.
I didn't always know I was. I certainly didn't back then. I wasn't in control. And one night I accidentally
Ate my boyfriend.
killed my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Ended up in a town called Storybrooke, but I still felt like there was something missing.
No, don't lie. You were doing another TV show, so you had to leave. This is getting gay real quick. Regina, please stop wearing that hat.
Maybe we could do the same thing with a kiss from Aunt Anne. Ruby could use the slippers to deliver to Dorothy and Oz.
Yeah, because why not? Apparently we can just mail kisses now.
He's cut us off from Storybrooke.
Why?
Snow, Neil's fine.
Wait, no, we don't know that.
Well, you didn't know that before. You couldn't talk to the baby.
But this is the underworld. We can't just walk out.
You can with the slippers.
Okay, slippers only work if, like, one person's wearing it, right? Is Charming gonna have to put on some shiny girl shoes?
He had to tear my crying baby from my arms again.
Burn and sad.
Please, Selena, you know what it's like to have to lose a child.
Because of you. Let's not talk about that, though.
Alright, Hades, if he decides he wants my child now, he can speed up my pregnancy too.
Because, you know, why not? Looks like books are hard.
The poppy field. This is Alina's territory.
She loves her opiates.
How about Kansas?
That's a dumb nickname. Ooh, she touched my arm.
One sniff of that, we'll be snoozing all night.
Don't sniff it, but I'm gonna hold it up right to your face. Y'all just said you shouldn't sniff it, but you're just running through it.
Well, sure we can. How? Do you trust me?
Do you trust me? Aladdin, do it. Okay, the monkeys would have been there by now all the time it's taken you to transform. Where do your clothes go, Ruby? The monkeys are like, oh no, they're under some trees, we can't follow. And then her clothes are just back? Okay, I don't ship Red and Dorothy. I ship Red and Mulan, if anything. So no.
Welcome to Auntie's.
There's another diner you guys just didn't know about.
She needs true love's kiss. All you need to do is just blow a kiss into the bottle.
Because apparently we are children and think you can do that.
Emma, what did you do? Somebody help her! Emma, I didn't do anything.
Emma, what did you do?
Somebody do something!
Real question. The F just happened. Apparently you can just turn people to water, like on X-Men.
This is what happens to anyone who deals with these so-called heroes.
You will turn into dirty, gross water. So then Red's gonna have to go back and kiss her, because apparently they're true loves, aren't they?
I've been looking for someone like her.
Bleh. Poor Mulan. No chick in her life is ever gonna go for her.
Who else can give her true love's kiss?
You, because the episode's building that way.
Maybe, you?
Oh, Snow sees right through you.
People in love hurt each other all the time.
Because that's love, kids. Abusive relationships.
David, you should take her hand and hold tight.
So apparently you can just pass the power of clicky heels to someone else if you're holding hands. This season we've learned magic is transferred from holding hands.
Well, I was actually hoping that you could tell him that for me.
David, you know I can't leave.
Now you can.
He got his name switched.
I removed...
Did you really just scratch it out?
David!
What?
He enchanted my hand to carve these markers in the first place.
Wait, did he enchant your hand? I thought he enchanted a chisel and handed it to you.
I can't...
Snow, while you're up there, will you look in on Roland for Robin Hood? I know he'd want me to ask you that.
Would he? He has, like, voiced no concern about that kid yet. Don't sniff the jar of Aunt Em. That's gross. The feathers on Zelina's hat are bothering me.
This was all for me.
They just stuck it right here. Can't Toto just kiss Dorothy and make it all better?
I've been waiting for you to get back. She's under a sleeping curse, I know.
You just standing staring at her the whole time? No, I didn't even think I particularly shipped Mulan and Red, but met with the Dorothy storyline that came out of nowhere, I think this is stupid. Toto's like, yeah, I have two mommies.
I couldn't lose you to Zelina.
Y'all just met, calm down.
You came back for me.
You always will.
This is supposed to be touching and I'm just upset. Mulan's like, I'm forever alone. Dorothy's hand's totally under her cape grabbing boob. And now Henry can just write while he's awake. Also, it just feels like Henry's writing fanfic right now.
Grandpa, I thought you'd like to see the latest.
Grandpa, you want to see pictures of chicks kissing?
I can't take the chance that you'll stop in mid-time. Not when there's a way that I can pause everything. Even my pregnancy.
Whoa, girl, calm down.
I can prick my finger quicker than you can stop me.
Oh my god, it's like talking her down from a ledge.
Hades can't take the baby, and you'll have all the time you need to destroy the contract.
Hades could take a baby that wasn't ready to be born yet and just kill it to be mean.
You do whatever it takes to get me back to him.
Whoa, Belle. Wow, down she goes. Belle, you idiot. Just kiss her right now and try to wake her up. See if you can foil her plan. Okay, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. What the F was that? Like I said, I wasn't even particularly shipping Mulan and Ruby, but I guess I kind of was, because that is stupid. Not only was it, like, built in because they both were, like, bi-ish, and the fans have been going nuts about Mulan and Ruby for so freaking long, why did they just decide to bring in Dorothy all of a sudden and in half a day make her become Red's true love? It was stupid. You don't want to get the Tumblr lesbians mad, let me tell you right now. So I'm just gonna be clear, hated this episode. Like, actively hated it. I'm not even gonna invest a lot of time in recapping this episode because I don't effing care. Bullet points. Red's back, they're all trying to figure out why she's there. She's holding a little piece of Dorothy's clothing. Cut to, in Oz, Red is looking for her pack. They run into Dorothy, they team up with her. Hades warns Zelina that Red's in town. Zelina's like, oh crap, I did something bad. No one's gonna like me now. They didn't really like you that much to begin with. Belle's still trying to figure out how to save the baby, so that's happening. Red doesn't even understand why she's in the underworld when she was trying to follow Zelina, and she's like, oh, Zelina did really bad thing to my buddy. Snow wants to go haunt her baby again, because apparently they really think that disembodied ghostly voices whispered in an infant's ear will comfort it. David goes to leave a message. He sees Corella's ripping out the phone booth because Hades wants to get rid of all the hope. In the underworld, everyone's confronting Zelina about what happened. Flashback. Zelina stole Toto because she wants the shoes, and she's like, come meet me tomorrow if you want your dog back. Give me the freaking shoes. In the underworld, Zelina tells them that she put Dorothy in a sleeping curse, and Dorothy is all alone and has no one to wake her up, so she's basically dead. Regina asks Zelina for her shoes. Zelina's like, how about you give me my baby back? And Regina's like, no. And then at that point, Zelina's just effing over this episode because she's like, whatever, just take the shoes. I'm going to sit here and drink. Red's like, well, it's great we have the shoes, but no one's going to be able to kiss her because the only person she truly loved is her Aunt Em, who was dead. And they're like, well, we're in the underworld, so we can go talk to a dead person. Then we get a flashback, and they're working on some sleeping powder to knock Zelina out. They need an extra ingredient. And so Dorothy's like, I'm going to go get it. And Red's like, I'm going to go with you. They walk for a few minutes, tell brief histories about themselves. Red's looking at her like she's freaking in love for some reason. And Red's extensions look horrible. In the underworld, they see that Auntie M's grave is still there, so they're like, she's still in town. David runs up and says that Hades has disconnected all the phones, so Snow's like, I really want to go home. How are we going to do that? They also bring up, how are they going to let a dead person kiss someone in another realm? And Snow's like, wait a minute, the blind witch took some of David's breath, so maybe we could just mail a kiss, like we're children mailing a letter to our grandparents. Belle goes and sees Zelina, and she's like, hey, maybe you can talk to Hades and make him not take my baby. Zelina's like, yeah, that's not going to work out. And then Belle tries to puke a little bit, and then she's like, oh, morning sickness. And Zelina's like, I never experienced that because Snow sped up my pregnancy, and I didn't get to have, morning sickness and all that fun stuff. Belle freaks out and realizes that Hades can probably speed up her pregnancy at any given moment and take her baby, and then they try to think of a way to stop that. Emma tells David and Snow that they should probably go home, and then Regina's like, wait a minute, Snow's name is on the headstone, so the only person that can go home is David. Later, David and Hook are hanging out. David says he wishes that Snow could be the one going home, and then Hook thanks him and they have a weird bromance moment. Then in flashback, Red and Dorothy go to the poppy field. They give each other nicknames. Dorothy touches her arm, and then flying monkeys attack, so she turns into a wolf, runs away with Dorothy on her back, and I guess apparently they're in love now. When they get back to camp, Dorothy can't even look at Red and then goes to bed, and Red's like, oh, I've been rejected. Then in the underworld, everyone goes to the blind witch and asks if she knows who Auntie Em is, and she's like, oh yeah, she runs the other diner that you guys didn't notice. They go to Auntie Em, she's talking about her soup or something, drinking soup, talking to them, and they're like, here, we can help Dorothy. Just put a kiss into this bottle, because that's not stupid and flimsy. She's about to do it, and then she turns into water, like that one scene from X-Men, and then Hades is there, and he's like, yeah, I totally put some water from one of them rivers in it, so she's like, totally dead now. Regina's like, wait a minute, this would also hurt someone who Zelina doesn't like, so did Zelina put you up to this? And he's like, no, I'm just doing it because I love her. He scoops up the water that was Auntie Em and then warns everyone in town that if they hang out with the heroes and try to get their happy endings and get hopeful in any way, the same thing will happen to them. Then back in flashback, Red's sitting by the fire and Mulan's like, hey, what's going on? Why are you so mopey? Red's like, I'm pretty sure I'm totally in love with this chick we just met, and Mulan's like, girl, go for it. Mulan is forever alone, which is kind of sad. Red goes to see Dorothy, and Dorothy's not even in the bed anymore, but she did leave a scrap of her clothing, which is odd. Then in the underworld, Red's just moping around, and Snow's like, it's alright, we'll work it out. And Red's like, well, even if we get there, no one's there to kiss her, and Snow's like, how about you? I can totally tell you're in love. Then they decide to use the slippers to send Red and David back, but for some reason they're all standing in the cemetery. I'm not sure why. Oh wait, I do know why, to set up for the scene, to show that Hook changed Snow's name on the headstone to David, so that's why they were standing there. Not to mention it's also weird that Hook says Hades enchanted his hand so he could carve into the headstones when Hades just handed him a chisel. Why did he have to enchant anything? If anything, enchant the chisel. Snow says some quick goodbyes, grabs Ruby's hand because apparently you can transfer the magic of shoes to someone else not wearing the shoes if you're simply just holding hands. They take off. Then Zelina goes and talks to Hades, and he's like, yeah, I totally killed that ant to help you because I love you, and I stopped caring about that scene about 3 seconds into it. Then in Oz, Mulan and all the Munchkins are just awkwardly and creepily staring at Dorothy. Snow and Red show up, Red kisses Dorothy, she wakes up, I don't care. Why didn't Toto just kiss her? She was going on and on about how much she loves that dog, and that dog understands her. Poor freaking Mulan had to watch another chance at love slip away because she's gonna die alone. Then it shows Henry up in his room writing some lesbian fanfic. Then he runs downstairs and shows his grandpa, which is something you just probably shouldn't do. He also shows that Snow made it home and has the baby, and everyone's so happy, and I don't care. Then in Rumple's shop, Belle walks in and she's like, hey, I figured out a plan. So Hades can speed up the pregnancy at any moment and take the baby, so I got a great idea. I'm gonna put myself under a sleeping curse. No clue what that'll do to an unborn child, but I'm hoping it means it'll stop growing. Rumple is like, that is effing retarded, Belle. I'm sorry, that is stupid. She's like, no, it's a great idea. And he's like, well, what about True Love's kiss? And she's like, well, you can't do it because you're going to be super evil. So I'm going to have my dad kiss me. So after all this is over, just take me back to my dad, okay? He's like, yeah, I still think this isn't a good idea. And she just pokes her finger, falls to the ground. He puts her on the bed that he happens to have in the back of his shop for some reason. And then credits. I don't know what else to say about this episode other than I actively hated it. Red and Mulan should have been together, and then adding a new character and giving her maybe half an episode's development and calling it True Love was incredibly stupid. So what are they gonna do? Like, add Dorothy to the show, or like completely write off Red like they've done in the past? Also, Dorothy was an unlikable character. Like, she had no good qualities, and that was before I even realized they were gonna do this True Love crap. So I don't even freaking know anymore. What did you guys think? I would love to know. If I forgot anything, left anything out, if you guys want to talk about it, please tell me your thoughts on this one. Drop a comment. Don't forget to do things, rate, comment, subscribe. I'll catch you guys later. I hope it's freaking better. Until next time.